they can be won into the side of the revolution. They can be made into Bambata again. They can be made into radicals like Bambata. The ANC was not started in London. I wouldn't like to engage in historical revisionism. And the true link actually of Pixley is America. It's not London, it's the United States. But yes, the first petitions were very much about the British and London. That is true. And it did have a lot of London mannerisms in its beginning. Even in the dress code and in its approach to politics, I agree that the founding members of the ANC did not have the militancy that is often characterized with liberation formations across the world. They had very different mannerisms, I agree. But I wouldn't say the ANC was decided to be formed in London. It would be news to me tonight. Because, the chiefs, the priests, and intellectuals gathered in a genuine gathering after a long conversation to form the ANC, and inspired by all these events, Bambata Rebellion, the Act of Union, and a whole set of other events, and decided we've got to come together and now start to fight together, not in isolation. It's an important development. You've got to give them that. And then Mama Winnie, again, we do in the political program have a Mama Winnie lecture later in the year. And I think there we will expand clearly about her role in the liberation struggle. Not tonight, it will be an injustice. Finally, DP, before I hand over to you, I want to speak to this trade union question. We have a labor desk which is assisting workers and so on and so forth. The EFF is always wary. To start an organization is not mempe papa. I mean, you must see how difficult is the student command. It's very difficult. A majority of them at the moment, of its leaders, when we ask them how many branches you have, they can't answer that question half the time. It's not easy. It's not easy. It's easy to say we're campaigning for elections, we win elections. But for a proper organizational form that organizes on a daily basis the students and conscientizes them, raises their political consciousness in favor for a revolution, you have still to realize that. We still have the women's command to form. We still have the youth command to form. But the trade union movement in South Africa that must, in my view, hopefully take shape, and there are already programs that are bringing us together on the ground, are our friends in SAFTU. The labor desk, sometimes there's collaboration with assisting with them and so on and so forth. Ultimately, obviously, we must have a solid left formation of not only the trade union movement, even within the arts, even within sports. We must have proper organizations that fall under the general banner of economic freedom in our lifetime, that are aligned to the struggle that there must be economic freedom in South Africa, not just within the trade union movement. And trade union movements, all of them, have thus far proven this particular fact that Lenin has always taught us, that they maybe only reach, improve workers to reach levels of trade union consciousness. They can't break out of the workplace and demand systemic changes. They require a partnership with a vanguard to plug them into the rest of society. And really, theoretically, that's the role of the economic freedom fighters. People who have money, taxi,